What is up, Sideways fam? Welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can see behind me, we got another white edition Mk3 that just came out to the shop. And we got another white edition Mk3 that just got to the shop. He actually dropped the car off the day of the party. This is our buddy Carlos, Mk3's car. It's our buddy Christian from NorCal, part of his clique. So the car is a 7M GE, as you can see from the plates, 7M GE NA. It's an auto car. Super clean actually though. So we're backing it in the shop right now because we're gonna start getting to work on the harness. He's doing a 1.5 JZ build, gonna be really pretty. Something kind of in between how Drift Motion and kind of like our 1.5J and Alex's car are gonna be. But the car overall is really nice. I'm not really a huge fan of white cars, but this one is pretty nice. So let me go ahead and we're gonna kind of go through what we're gonna be doing with this thing. And there's gonna be a lot of work in the future on this thing, so this is gonna probably be put on hold for a little bit. So for anybody interested, we got a super good running 7M GE in here. They drove all the way down with NorCal with this thing, and actually the car made it down here no problem. So we're gonna be getting rid of all of this nasty. We have a surprise for you we're gonna be showing on this car as well, that I haven't told anybody about, that we started to make as well, as far as pieces for this as far as pieces go for this kind of a vehicle. So whoa, look at that mirror, dude. Holy jeebus. That is some high quality tape right there, brother. And it's a target top. That's pretty cool. So this is like, it's funny, this is like to the T Caden's Mk3, because Caden's car was non-ABS, automatic, NA. I think it was LSD, so maybe his is LSD as well. Maybe it's open diff, I have no idea. Blue interior. It's way cleaner than Caden's inside actually, but
he got a Targa, I got a hard top.
yeah, but he got the Targa top, so he's cooler because he has a Targa, but Caden's car is definitely not going to have that body roll problem. So we'll have to go ahead and rip all this stuff out too, because this stuff just lights on fire. But overall, she's pretty clean, man. I'm pretty excited about this one. Definitely the cleanest white one that we've had. You know, the moldings are a little kind of raw on that side, but for sure, dude. So alrighty guys, so this is Carlos's new Mark IV Supra 2JZ GE non-VVTi that we're going to be converting into a 1.5 JZ non-VVTi that we're going to be going ahead and using for his car right there. This came out of one of our homies Mark IV Supras, and the car was actually extremely low mileage. Close to 120,000 original on the car, and the car was a manual car, but really wasn't really driven that hard. I mean, it was even on a stock clutch that was barely about to slip. Looks like it's pretty new too. This is what we're going to be using. I'm going to have Caden in the next few minutes get this on the stand over here, and then he'll go ahead and remove the head today, so we can actually inspect the block and make sure everything is good. The engine feels great rotating. I mean, it drove good in the car, so I wasn't really too worried about that either. And everything looks super nice. You know, even the tensioner and everything too is all in pretty good condition. So we're gonna go ahead and paint up the block, clean her all up. We gotta pull the pan off, we gotta bunger, we gotta do bearings, rod bolts, blah the whole way through the whole entire build. But this is where we're gonna be starting on this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some head stuff too in a few minutes.
All right, so I just started taking apart the motor for Carlos's 1.5 in his Mark III, and just by taking off the valve covers, look at these freaking cams. Shoo! These suckers clean. Usually when you take the valve covers off and the cams look this good and there's no like sludge on any of this, like usually you have to scrub these to even read what they say, but every single one you can see perfectly. There's a little bit of oil in here from like leaky valve covers, but well, usually the ones that have clean cams like this usually mean the blocks are super good.
Alrighty guys, so it's a new day. We're at the shop. We're working on Carlos's Mk3. We're finally pulling out the 7M GE garbage. This transmission and this thing is freaking done as well. It was kind of a pain in the ass to even get inside because it just did not want to like go. They pretty much killed it coming down from NorCal, but the engine actually runs really good. He's going to be putting this engine up for sale like I showed you guys earlier. So we're going to go ahead and pull the hood off. We're going to go ahead and get everything ripped out. His engine is getting all put together right now. The head is at the machine shop getting ported. He actually went ahead and went with a full race port, just like our buddy Trevor's car as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see the 1.5 J we did for Trevor. is a 272 cam with a fully built head, full CNC ported, race port, like everything you could possibly do to the head. Valve springs, retainers, 272 cams. He's doing the same thing, but with 264 cams. So it's gonna be cool to see like engine versus engine with like very consistent sized turbos on both of them to see what they make power difference wise with just the cams versus bottom end and everything too. And they've all had oil pump, rod bolts, bearings, yada, 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 like, you know, all the other good stuff we got to do. So let's go ahead and get this thing out so we can go ahead and get working down the list of building another super dope Mk3 to hit the street. All right, so definitely wanted to show something real quick while Caden's struggling under the car and shitting his pants. We got some wiring coming in from over here that I just noticed, some small wiring, and when you open this, the main fuses that sit right here, let me go ahead, no, this is facing the right way. So his 30 amp, one of his main fuses here, and then his alternator main fuse here are bridged. I don't know if you can see these, but they're bridged in here. Instead of having an actual fuse, they're just bridged, and it looks like they're like melted into the fuse box. So that's a problem. And then we have this like other fuse that's bridged in here that goes into there. So hopefully we can just remove these and still put a fuse back in here and it's not burned up. Guess it looks okay, but we'll have to come back to this because I don't know who in the hell does this kind of stuff, but this is gonna have to be fixed to make sure everything works the way he wants it to work, because he wants everything to work in the vehicle. So I don't know what's up with this either. But yeah, anyways, so we're gonna be removing AC in this one because he's more worried about going fast than having all the normal comfort amenities. So we'll do one of our typical engine bay setups where it's just beautiful, no heater, no AC, pull everything out and get this bay cleaned up really good. I guess he wanted to go for like a white and chrome combo, kind of similar like Aaron's from Drift Motion's 1.2J or 2.1J or whatever the hell they call it, with a 1JZ bottom end with a 2JZ VVTi head. But we're gonna try to scrub this thing down the best we can. He didn't kind of tell us to go ahead and paint the bay, so I mean it'll probably come up pretty good once we start getting all this stuff off and give her a real good scrubbing. So anyways, guys, she's out. It's actually not that ugly looking. Pretty good. Looks like a lot of stuff got resealed and everything, so probably why the engine runs so good. But this nasty engine bay, hopefully we can get her cleaned up. None of these white cars bays really clean up all that great, so I don't know. We'll do what we can do. Get her all prepped and ready, and then give the customer a call and let her see how it looks when it's done. Alrighty guys, so we're gonna be getting rid of this 7MGENA. He's gonna be getting his JZ. We already got the engine sold. Customer's gonna be coming this Saturday to pick it up because the car was running and driving in good form. So, bye-bye. Let's get that JZ in that car. Alrighty guys, so she's all nice and clean. Nothing too major, everything looks great. Lower crossover looks super clean. Got everything all prepped and ready. We gotta do the auto to 5-speed conversion. We got a little bit of primer back here because there is some rust like every other white Mark III that you see. But other than that, she is ready and good to go. So we're gonna be getting the engine finished, put together hopefully this week, and start working super deep on this thing. So this is gonna go ahead and conclude the video for Carlos's Mark III. This is only gonna be part 1 of the series. So stay with it. This is gonna be really cool because we're doing, as I said before, we're already doing 2 of these 1.5Js with fully built heads this time versus just doing them all stock. You've seen us already make 600 and 700 horsepower numbers, like pretty much no problem with setups like this. So it's gonna be pretty cool to have the built head, like full race port, CNC port, valve springs, retainers, like everything you can possibly do to the head. and with 264 cams in Carlos's car, and then 272 cams in Trevor's car. So it's gonna be really, really cool. So stay with it, guys. And until next time, guys, peace.